Hey, what's up, guys? All right, so we're practically done with our project, but I just wanted to close off the project with some remarks. So, but before I give you my closing remarks, there's a couple of things that I forgot about in the previous videos. So, in another video, I mentioned that there was a couple of things we needed to fix. There's one last thing we need to fix that I forgot about. So, this section here where we are displaying our blog post. So if you come in mobile view, as you can see, the buttons are distorted because some titles, if they are long, they are just not gonna what you call it, they're just gonna distort how the buttons are positioned. So let's just quickly fix that before we get to closing the video off. All right, so where was I? Dashboard. Okay, so we are in the dashboard now, and then this is where we are looping through our blog posts. All right, so we have our title on the left, and then we have our buttons pushing to the far right. So what we need to do is just change it so that when it's in mobile view, the buttons must display here at the bottom of the title rather than next to it. So to do that, we're just gonna add a couple of Bootstrap classes, and then it should sort it out. All right, so the first thing we need to do is come here. So on the ally tag here, we're gonna add a couple of classes. So in here, I'm gonna say align items, um, SM, and then center, right? That's the first thing. Then we need to change so that the flex direction, it's going to be SM and then row, right? And then by default, the flex direction is going to be column, right? Let's save that. So just make sure you add these three classes as I did. And then if you come back here, if you refresh, as you can see now the buttons are sitting below the blog post itself. So at least now, even if the title is long, we know that the buttons won't be distorted. And then if you put it back to desktop view, it's going to be um, aligning to the far end of the page, and the title will be at the far end of the page. All right, that's the first thing. And then the second thing is if you come to the home page at the bottom, as you can see here, we are showing our Twitter pages, our social media links. But when you put it in mobile view, if you check the media names, the names of the social media links are not showing, and that's because we copied what we did here at the top here, where, for example, if you come back to the index page, just remember it's the index page within the root folder of the views folder, right? So if you come back here, if you check, we had the class D, which stands for display none. This is when if and then when the screen is above about 600 pixels or larger than smaller screens, it should display in line. But then this setting here, remember we copied it from the top. No, it's in the partials folder. So we copied what we did here in our main header, and so that is why we forgot to remove this dnone class here over here. So that's what we need to do. So here within the index page, which is the home page, sitting within the root folder, if you come back down, um, if you come back, where is it now? Slack. Oh, it's here. So it's at the bottom where we placed, if you followed what I did, it's in the social icon wrap. So we just have to move this D class here. And then if you press Control D on your Windows keyboard and select the multiple items, and then you can delete them. And then if you come back here and then we refresh, our social icons, our social media links are now displayed. That's just two things that I wanted to rectify. So if you go back to the dashboard, right, our thing is showing correctly, and then basically that's pretty much it. Everything else should be fine. Um, everything else should be responsive with the way we set things up. Edit page, same thing. Let's see the show page. Everything is still in order, so we don't need to stress about anything else from here. So basically that's it for the project. We've done everything that we needed to do. I don't think there's anything else that we need to touch on. Basically the main bulk of the project was basically here within the home page. But like I said in the beginning, I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do just a static HTML and CSS page. I felt it was going to be a bit boring. So I wanted it to be a bit challenging by adding Laravel on the back end for creating blog posts and making certain elements of the pages a bit dynamic. The other thing is that the contact form, we didn't do anything, but in any case, I'll leave a link in the description below. Sending emails in Laravel is super simple. So I'll leave a link in the description below to other projects I did where you can where I show how to send emails via Laravel. I mean with Laravel in the backend. And so yeah, we didn't have to I didn't work on this because I just felt like we didn't need to. It's I mean we're just gonna send messages. It's not gonna do much. But yeah. The subscriber one as well, we didn't do anything. So but this was just so that we can basically create a structure for our website. And so yeah, the main bulk of the application was here. One thing I wanted to touch on was the fact that I know there's a couple of things that I could have done better. Um, for example, this section here, I could have done better because as you can see, it seems out of place with the way some of the other elements are aligned with each other. And that's just it, you know. You see, the thing is when you're in, for example, when you're in Adobe XD or any other design utility, um, it's easy to get carried away with when you're working with these design tools. You know, you do things, you set up all these components here, and you easily forget that you still have to code all of this stuff. So I left all of these imperfections in there because you know, like I said, I want to learn from everything that I do, and when you don't try things out on your own, you don't, you know, you're never going to progress. So like if you're just like me though, you were trying to develop an eye and a mindset for design. I hope with what I was doing here, you were able to learn anything. I hope you learned something. I hope I was able to inspire you and so forth. But if not, it's fine. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on a couple of things in regards to why I chose to do what I did in this video. As you saw, I mean, within this project, and as you saw with the contact form, I mean, with the login and registration form, I made some changes with what I did within the original project. But it happens, you know, sometimes you do something, and over time, you know, you just feel like it changes on you, you know, and then you end up going with a different route. Um, but yeah, I guess that's how things are when it comes to this whole industry and doing all these kind of projects. So yeah, but like I said, I hope I was able to inspire someone out there who's like me, who's trying to develop that design sense and that design technique. But though, like I said, there were some things that I could have done better. I didn't change them because, one thing I can tell you, if you get there's videos out there that you can watch where you can learn something and then do them, do whatever it is they do. But I'm trying to get into the habit of thinking on my own and trying to come up with my own ideas and all of that. Because if you get too hung up on doing what other people did, you're never gonna trust yourself or trust your own ability whenever you're tasked with doing anything. And so even though there's some amateur stuff that I did in here, that's fine as long as I learn from it. For example, this header here, it looks great here with this particular background, right? But in certain areas, it doesn't look that great. For example, if you go back to where we're displaying our blog posts, you know, it loses its appeal. So I do know now that the next time I do a project where I have to do a header that's going to stick to the top, or if it's just gonna stick on one page, it doesn't matter. I know now that I'll take different approach, and so that's the beauty of trying to play around with these projects, you know. So, but yeah, man, I hope you were able to learn something from what I've been doing here. Um, that's it for the project, guys. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far, and I hope yeah, I'll see you guys within the next video. I'm not sure when I'm gonna upload the next project. It's been quite hectic on my side, to be honest, but I hope I shouldn't be too long until I upload the next project, and so I'll be seeing you guys then. All right, so that's it, guys. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. Um, I am on social media. I'll leave my social media links in the description below. I'm not the social type, but I'll be honest. It's something that I have to maybe change within the coming year because I probably will have to engage with people and so forth as everything grows and so forth. But in any case, again, thanks for the support. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys within the next project. All right, cheers for now.